Lines. Generally, we categorize line into three different types: line segment, ray, and line. If we join 2 points A and B using a ruler, we draw a straight path between these 2 points, then this figure which we get here is the line segment. So we can say here AB is the line segment. In a line segment, there are two endpoints. You can see A and B. These are the two endpoints of this line segment. A line segment can be drawn on paper. The lines which you draw on paper, which is of definite length like 4 centimeter, 8 centimeter, and so on, all are the line segments as they have a start point and one end point. We join 2 points to draw these line segments. We represent line segment by putting a small line on the names of the endpoint. Like we represent this line segment as AB bar. We just put this line over AB to define or to represent this line. Now in ray, it does not have definite length like line segment. Line segment is of definite length. We know the length of the line segment. But in a ray, there is no definite length. It can be extended to any length. It has only one end point. This is the starting point. You can see one end point is there. So A, let us consider this point as A. So this is the only end point from where the ray cannot extend further. But in this direction, we can extend a ray as much as we want. So only one end point is there. We can mark one point B here to represent the another point on ray. Ray is represented by a diagram only. We just draw the diagrammatical representation of a ray. Ray is represented by AB and one arrow like this over AB. So this is the way we represent a ray. Now line, it does not have any length. We can extend line on both sides, both the ends here. It does not have any end. On both the sides we can extend a line. It has no end point. So if we just name this line as A and B, we just represent it using AB and a line with two arrows on both sides. So this is the representation of line AB. Therefore, we can say that a line segment has a definite length while ray and line does not have a definite length. They can be extended indefinitely. There are two endpoints in a line segment. There is only one endpoint in a ray and there is no endpoint in a line. We represent line segment by AB and putting a small line segment over AB. Then we represent ray by writing AB and putting a line with one arrow over on it. And a line is represented as AB and a line with two arrows on both sides of it. Angles. An angle is a figure formed by two rays with a common end point. You can see that if two rays are joined together with the end point and they have a common end point, then they form an angle. Here, if we consider this point as A, one ray as BAB and the another ray as AC. So here A, which is the common end point, is called as the vertex of the angle. The two rays, that is AB and AC, are the arms of the angle. And we use this symbol It is like a tilted L. This symbol is used to represent any angle. To write the angle, we write this alphabet which is used to define vertex in between. Like angle is written here as BAC. Because A is the vertex, so we will keep this A in between. We can also write this angle as CAB. You can see that we can interchange the position of B and C, but as A is the vertex, so we will keep A in between. So this way we write or represent an angle. An angle is measured in degrees. We use degrees to measure an angle. Degree is a small circle over the measure or over the number which is the measure of the angle. We put this degree like 30 degrees, 40 degrees, and this give the measure of any angle. All the points which lies inside the angle are called as interior of an angle. So if any point is lying here, so we can say that it is in the interior of the angle. And if any point lies outside the angle, anywhere here, so these all points are the exterior of an angle. So if anything, any point is lying inside the angle, that will be in the interior of angle, and the points which are lying outside the angle are the exterior of the angle. Now if both the rays are overlapping each other, they lie on each other, then you can see that there is no angle formed. It looks like just single ray. This angle is 0 degree angle, or you can say zero angle. No angle is formed here as both the rays are lying over each other. So this is the zero angle. And if both the rays lies opposite to each other, they make an angle of 180 degree. Both the rays join together and they look like a line, and the angle between them is 180 degree. This angle is called as straight angle. Therefore, if the measure between these two rays, or if the measure of the angle is 0 degrees, then the angle form is zero angle. And if the measure between the two rays or the angle is 180 degree, then that angle is called as the straight angle. Now let us discuss the different types of angle in detail. We just studied that if the measure of any angle is 0 degrees, that angle is called as zero angle. Now, if the measure of any angle lies between 0 degree and 90 degree, means if the angle is greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree, that angle is called as an acute angle. So, for an acute angle, the measure is between 0 degrees and 90 degree. That angle will be greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. So then that type of angle will be acute angle. Now if the measure of any angle is exactly 90 degree, if any angle measures exactly 90 degree, then that angle is called as right angle. So all the angles which measure 90 degree are called as right angle. If the measure of any angle is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degrees. 180 degree is the straight angle. So if any angle lies between 90 to 180, the measure of any angle is greater than 90 and less than 180 degree, then that angle is called as obtuse angle. Now straight angle is of 180 degree. So if any angle measures more than 180 degree, If the measure of any angle gets more than 180 degree, is more than 180 degree, that angle is called as reflex angle. So reflex angle measures more than 180 degree. So in all we have 6 types of angle: zero angle, then acute angle. Zero angle measures 0 degree. Acute angle, which measures 0 degree, between 0 degree and 90 degree, that is the measure is more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. Then we have right angle, which measures exactly 90 degree. Then obtuse angle, which measures more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Then we have straight angle, which measures 180 degree, and after that we have reflex angle, which measure more than 180 degree.